What's up, guys? NBA talk for my second video of the night. Game 1 of the Milwaukee Bucks versus Toronto Raptors. Toronto area, because they have home field advantage, of course. They're the third seed. Milwaukee Bucks, 6th seed. Milwaukee Bucks win this game 97-83. The second half is pretty much a head scratcher for you guys, especially for Toronto fans out there. It was a very good first half, very good first quarter for both teams. Overall, the first half was very, very good, especially for Toronto. DeMar DeRozan, Serge Ibaka were the highlights of this game for the Toronto Raptors side, because they were doing some good work. Serge Ibaka doing some good stuff on both the offense and defensive end. Just great job from him in the first half. DeMar DeRozan as well. He was clicking on all cylinders. He was rebounding the ball as well. Also, Serge Ibaka was doing that. It was clicking behind them. Everybody was rallying behind them. Of course, Giannis, he was doing his work and everybody was falling behind him. Second half happened. And I'm just scratching my head like, how did Toronto Raptors allow this to happen? Because in my opinion, they have more weapons to utilize against the Milwaukee Bucks, and they could not get it done. Because it was pretty much DeMar DeRozan and Serge Ibaka. And Serge Ibaka had a bad second half. He only made 2 points. Of course, he picked up a couple rebounds, but that was pretty much it. They completely neutralized Serge Ibaka out of the equation in the second half. DeMar DeRozan started to miss shots, and everybody else did not show up. DeMar Carroll did not show up. Kyle Lowry, and I'm going to say this again. I said this in my predictions video. Kyle Lowry is a key guy for the Raptors, for them to move forward. They move as Kyle Lowry moves, because they need to rally behind him. Of course, DeMar DeRozan, he's going to get his shots, but Kyle Lowry needs to show up. He really needs to show up. He was in foul trouble. He wasn't making any shots. He was 0 for 6 from the three-point range, so he couldn't shoot. He couldn't spread the floor or anything. It was weird, man. And then you have Corey Joseph taking up a lot of minutes for Kyle Lowry, and he couldn't do anything about it. He was passing the ball pretty good, 5 assists, but couldn't do anything. We could say that the defense of the Milwaukee Bucks kicked it up a notch, especially in the third quarter. But I have to say it's more on the Toronto Raptors than the Milwaukee Bucks, because there's no way they could have gotten away with this bad of a matchup. Greg Monroe, off the bench for the Milwaukee Bucks, was abusing Valanciunas. He was abusing Valanciunas so easily. And I think Valanciunas is bigger than him. And he got abused. Wow. Really wow. PJ Tucker tried to get these guys into motion. He's trying to rally everybody up, but no one was following through. So yeah. The Raptors shot 36% from the field, 21% from the three-point range. They did out-rebound the Milwaukee Bucks, but the assists, even though Toronto was out first in assists, but Milwaukee just climbed over them. They climbed over them. That was just not a good second half for the Toronto Raptors. So let me get into the stats. Giannis, 28 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. He was doing a good job. Maker was doing some good job on the defensive end. So did Tony Snell, who picked up 11 points, 3 assists. Malcolm, the point guard, everybody was looking at him, seeing what he's going to do about it. and he did a good job. He shot the ball pretty good. 4 for 7 for the three-point range, 16 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists overall. Khris Middleton, he did some things. He passed the ball pretty good. He was the point guard pretty much for this game. In terms of the starters, 9 assists, 10 points overall. Just a good job from him. Khris Middleton did a good job in the aspect of controlling the game. Giannis, of course, he was abusing. He was just dunking on everybody. He was dunking on everybody. And then you have Snell and Maker playing some good defense. So, fantastic job. You have Greg Monroe abusing Valanciunas. 14 points, 15 rebounds. 11 points from Dellavedova, who did some good minutes. And that's pretty much it for the Milwaukee Bucks. DeMar DeRozan, 27 points, 8 rebounds, 7 out of 21 shooting. Serge Ibaka with 19 points, 14 rebounds, and 3 blocked shots. Kyle Lowry with only 4 points and 6 assists. Damari Carroll with 5 points only. You gotta do better job than that. Kyle Lowry needs to show up. He needs to show up. You can't have a repeat of last year. Next up, Memphis Grizzlies and San Antonio Spurs. So that will be next up. So that's it. Milwaukee goes up game 1 on the road. Peace.